Well, hello guys and gals, welcome back to another edition of Euro Truck Simulator 2 with me, your old buddy Mr. Moose. Ready to do a little hauling with the G27 installed. This will be basically, I think, the third route that I've actually driven with the G27. It took me quite a while to get the settings somewhere where I like them, and I've still got them a little... I've still got a little bit of massaging to do to it to get everything right where I like it. But I think I'm pretty much set up and to the point where I'm comfortable taking a little run. Nothing long distance right now, but as soon as I get really good with it, I think we can start doing some long hauls, maybe doing a live stream, a couple hour, or doing some long recordings. But anyways, I've got a little job set up basically that is going to run us across, take a ferry over up towards Sweden is basically where we're hauling to this time. So if we look at our map of what we've got going, we're here in Poland. We've got to go hit the ferry, and then we're going to be heading up here and going over towards Sweden. So that's the game plan anyways. So I've got to get over to the base of place and pick up a load of chemical. So that's what we're going to be doing. So let's get this puppy started up and get going. I am using the new version of the 389. The old one that I had got broken in one of the last patches. So in doing so, I had to completely redo everything and change out the truck. It's now bright red, as you can't see it because it's dark. But if we go back into the menu, you can see it's now bright red. It's a metallic 3-color paint job that I put on it. So the red and white one is gone, which is a bummer because I was starting to like it. So anyways, it's basically the same truck. Just got a couple of little things different on it, and it's got the red paint job on it now. So still running 18-speed transmission with the retarder. And then I've also got the... Detroit diesel in it, so that's what we're running as far as power for the truck. So anyways, bear with me as I shift gears because I will be making some mistakes here. I've not gotten completely used to the splitter and all that good stuff, so we'll make some errors with it. I'm going to try my best to use all my turn signals and everything else like that as we go along. I hate that gear grinding sound that it makes. Oh, you're grinding your gears. Not really. So what's happening, guys? I went and redid all of my mods today because everything I had was broken. I had these mysterious red trucks showing up on screen while I was driving around, and so I guess a lot of my mods were out of date and broken. So I went through and downloaded all the latest Jazzy Cat trailers and things of that nature to get those in. As well as the new Peterbilt. Got that all updated. The old one still works and still worked fine for me. It had a little issue with the beacon on it. The beacon would box out and say the word text. But as far as the truck itself still ran really well and was good. I just I wasn't sure if it was doing something else behind the scenes that I didn't know about. And so that was one of the reasons I got rid of it and updated to this one. So basically it's the same truck though, it's just a different color. And you can have the Apple version or the non-Apple version. You can put the little things that hang down from the radio in, but I don't like all that stuff, so I didn't add that in. anticipating getting the, running 18 speed with the shifter, and so, for the longest time playing on the gamepad, I did all my shifting off the bumpers. I just used the sequential shifter and went up and down the gears. Now that I'm using the gear shifter and the H shifter with the splitter and the range on it, it's taking a little bit getting used to of when you have to throw the range buttons and things of that nature. So I'm still working on that one. It'll take a little getting used to. The whole steering wheel thing's going to take getting used to. And alright, so we can go ahead and find our job here. Alright, so basically what we're going to do is we're going to pick up here in Poland, take the ferry across, get off, and run over. And that's basically what we're going to do. Haul in a load of diesel. I could have gotten a front loader, but I decided because it was a rush job, I didn't want to deal with having to do the rush job on it. So, alright, so we'll take this one. And we'll run up here and pick up our load. It shouldn't be too long of a load. Well, a lot of it's going to be on the ferry, Alright, make my turn, get straightened up. And getting into reverse, I got to get used to having to get the gear shift centered, push down, and lock into reverse. And that takes a little getting used to. I was a little bit off on that. Alright, let's get out of here. Turn our beacon on so we have it. There we go. We're not hauling that much weight, so I should be able to double jump gears here and work through them without having to run through the basement too much. Try and keep my RPMs down. I've been revving them too high with this thing just because I'm not really comfortable with the gears yet and shifting at the right time. So that's the next thing I've got to get used to, is making sure I shift at the proper time so I can keep my engine from revving up too high, winding out the motor. Tried to slow down and not come to a stop there, and I ended up coming to a dead stop. All right. Into the ferry terminal here, and then we'll head out. Surprisingly, I figured this game would be really simple with the G27. It would just make it a cakewalk, and I'm so used to running with the other one that it's actually quite challenging to me to get used to this one. And I guess it's about learning where all the buttons are and, you know, getting used to the new assignments. You know, and then of course now you've got to brake and accelerate with your feet and all that good stuff. So it's actually presented a bit of a challenge getting used to it. So kind of digging it. And having not driven a straight shift in forever, it's getting used to doing it. Though the clutch is really forgiving on it. It's basically as long as you just press it and do it, you're all right. And you pretty much have to slam the. I need to adjust the dead zones because right now I got to put the clutch all the way down to get it to shift, and I think I've got too much dead zone on that. I didn't quite understand the dead zone on brake and clutch and everything until I started trying to play Dirt Rally last night, and I was tapping the brake to give it a little brake, and I was not slowing down one bit. Got to looking at it, and it was because I didn't have the dead zone adjusted properly. I had too much, or I had way too much dead zone. I had like 50% dead zone. So while I thought I was tapping the brake, I wasn't even registering on it. So I've got to go back and do all that with everything. Make sure I've got the dead zones properly adjusted. Whoa, why did the parking brake go on? Oh, that was weird. I shifted down and the parking brake engaged. There's still some touchy little things I have found on this thing that you've got to be careful with. And it doesn't always do exactly what I think it should be doing. I've gone to do a gear change before, put the clutch all the way in, shift the gear and let out, and it popped into neutral. And I had no idea why. Oh, hello there, buddy. Just pull right on out in front of me. This truck stops on a dime. There's a little bit of play on this steering wheel right here. It's like from 11, if you were looking at a clock face and imagining it, from like 11 o'clock to 1 o'clock, there's a little bit of a play in the steering wheel, like on a truck that's just wore out. And that's a little nerve-wracking to me. Getting used to that's been interesting. The one thing I've been getting used to is on my splitter is just going in, and as soon as I press the splitter, or as soon as I shift one way or the other, going ahead and pressing the splitter to be ready for the next gear change, and just anticipating it. Because even if I'm going to downshift, I'm going to be downshifting to a split, like here. And just anticipating that split, because you know you're going to go into it. Oh, hit the wrong one there. See, that's where I mess up. I hit the range instead of the split. Will come with time, I'm sure. Forgot to turn my turn signal on. so now we got to get on the interstate here, or whatever people want to call it. Motorway. Where I get really messed up still is like if I get in a case where I gotta slow real fast and I go to put the brakes, and like I want to go from 13th gear down to 9 because I know I'm gonna take off that much speed because of braking, because somebody pulls out in front of you or something like that. That's where I get messed up, because I don't get my splitter pushed or my range button pushed, and I don't get it all completely right. Guess I'm a little bit over on that X side there. So there's the Scania facility. Oh. I go to look over there and I end up driving into the other lane. This shouldn't be too long of a run. And again, guys, I'm just doing some short runs right now to work out the kinks in this and figure out where I want to adjust some things. I still think I need a little bit of more feedback in the steering wheel. It just it wants to dance a little bit too much on me. There's 18th. I gotta work a little bit on my steering wheel position and the height of it. It's still, I need to bring my monitor up a little bit or the steering wheel down a little bit. I hadn't decided which one that is, but right now my steering wheel is covering the speedo, so I can't really see it. That's one of the reasons I've sort of got the GPS up, is I can see my speed in it. So I can see how fast I'm going. Anyways, so we got a farm sim video out today driving with the G27, and now we're doing a little trucking sim with the G27. The next one will be if I can finally tame Satan's worst nightmare and try and get better at it. Then I can put a video out on it. I'm all over the place on that one. I still haven't figured out just how to set up for that game, that being Dirt Rally. It is an unforgiving game, which is awesome. I love it, but there are times when I just get so frustrated with it. Man, why do I keep walking over to the edge so much? Guys, y'all are going way too slow here. Well, they're going slow. I'm the one running 90, 100 miles an hour. Or kilometers. I'm way over the speed limit, aren't I? Yeah, probably need to slow it down a little bit, because I just missed my turn. Oops. I blew that one, didn't I? So now I gotta find the next place where I can get off and loop around and correct it, because it got too much in a hurry. Hopefully there's two ways into this town where I gotta do a delivery. So let me change lanes over here, and we'll hit the map button and see where I can fix my little error. Alright, so I gotta get over there, which means I can get off here. Or can I get off here? Should be able to get off here, right? Yeah, loop under. Ooh, I can just loop under, come back on, come back around, and hit it. If I go through the town, well, it looks like that's a roundabout there. You know what? We'll go this way, get off, drive through town so we discover the town, and do the roundabout. That'll work. Alright. That'll work. It's a mistake, but it's a correctable mistake. It's what I get for being a little too anxious. Didn't quite judge my gears right for that hill. That's alright. Looks like we're clear to make our turn out here. There's one of those situations where it didn't quite pick up what I was throwing down. We're okay. Make sure I'm going the right direction here. Yep. The gear shift on this thing doesn't feel that natural. I guess because it's so small. I am threatening to build a proper 8 shifter and do it now that I've got this and could tie off of it. Get my speed down here. I didn't hit that sign. I think I swung out enough to miss it. Alright, check the map real quick, make sure where I need to go here. Alright, so I gotta make a left, come all the way around here past that garage, and then we'll go through the roundabout and then make a right at that roundabout. By the time we get here, the GPS ought to autocorrect and show us the route as well. So I need to, got to get into this lane here, car. I hate when you think the road keeps going forward, but it's dead right there. I'm in the intersection, aren't I? Here that would mean go, but in the game it means run in a red light. I'm gonna really push it. Come on. This is one of those games I don't know if I could live stream it that much. If I tried to live stream it, I'd be running off the road all the time because I'd have to look over at my other monitor and see what people are writing, and then I would inevitably I would drive off the road and wreck. If I did live stream, it'd be one of those things where I'd have to stop periodically, read what people's comments were, and then come back to the comments. Alright, so we should be coming up to the roundabout here. Roll through it, and then we can head on out. At least the GPS is updated now. Oops, got up on the sidewalk there a little bit. Too much brake. I gotta adjust that brake. I had no idea what that bus was gonna do. Sometimes they'll charge into the intersection, other times they'll actually stop like that one did. Nope. All right, almost there. One more little roundabout to take. I don't know exactly how you're supposed to signal in these roundabouts. Do you signal like once you get into the roundabout and you approach your road or your turn? Or do you signal like when you're coming into it that you want to go to the left and then change it up? Not real sure about that. Alright, so where are we at? We're right over here. Ooh, that's an odd parking situation. I wonder if you could drive all the way around this place. I bet you can't. We're gonna go back here and look anyways. Oh, it looks like you can. Nice. This is an easy parking job then. I thought I was gonna have to back into this spot. Looks like I'm just gonna be able to pull straight into it. It is a little odd though, the way that it is, because the truck can't necessarily get into that. Oh, perfect. Well, not quite perfect. Good enough though. Nice. Good XP. And that'll do it. So, not the greatest of runs, but it'll work. And, you know, I definitely want a little bit more feedback on the steering wheel. So I need to tighten the spring up, I guess, a little bit. I don't know. I did come in here in the options and I loosened up feedback centering and I loosened up stiffness. I might put a little more stiffness in it. See if that changes. That does feel a little bit more. I might do a run with it set that way and see how that goes. So, anyways, I know it's a brief video, guys, and I don't talk nearly enough in that. Maybe I do talk too much. I don't know. But like I said, I'm just still working out all the ins and outs of this one. As soon as I get it a little bit more situated, the videos will be better. But you know, you guys get to learn from my mistakes, so I share what happens with me with you guys, and that way you can see the mistakes I make as I go along the way and learn a little bit. And I'll share my setup and everything with you guys real soon on how I've got all the keys bind and all that other stuff. So thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I know it's a brief one, but we'll do some more as I get a little bit better with it, because I'm going to be doing a lot more Euro Truck now that I got this set up. Getting ready for American Truck Simulator, because it may come out towards the end of the year. It may not come out towards the end of the year. It's not looking like it's going to come out before the end of the year, which is a bummer, but just in case it does, I want to be all done and ready to go. So thanks for watching, and if you liked the video, make sure you give me a thumbs up. If you didn't, thumbs down. I understand. And of course, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do. I do new videos every day, or at least try to. And so we'll do some more Euro Truck, because I definitely want to get a bit more done. I want to get pro mods back in here as well, so the next one will have pro mods in as well. So thanks for watching, guys. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.